So Merlin and Gibson and I are just back from a trail ride. We were just over on the mountain, which from my farm, I don't know if you can see, but down this road there's a driveway that goes up into a hillside, and there's a parallel path in the forest that takes you up the mountain. That's where we head off to when we go on our little adventures. We were out for a couple miles, and I thought I'd show you what goes with me whenever I'm out with Merlin. I don't travel very far with him, but the problem is that I'm on a mountain where no one else is, and just 2 miles away from your house is pretty far. If you were to fall off and hurt yourself or crack your head or anything bad can happen. But also I want to have fun. This is like going on a picnic for me. So I wanted to show you what comes along on an everyday, maybe 3 to 4 mile trail ride of exploring on the mountain. It's maybe a 2-hour trip. Sometimes it's longer if I have a picnic or take longer, but just so you know, this is Merlin's bit and bridle. He just uses basically a dressage bit on a western headstall. And this lead rope of soft nylon and a halter are always in our saddlebags when we're out on the trail in case I want to attach them to a tree and sit down and have a picnic, which is why there is an old saddle blanket on the back of the saddle, and that's really only there for me to sit on if I want to not be all ticked up. But I mean, back in the day, people put bedrolls in the back of their horses or all kinds of camping gear. My saddlebags are really like a backpack material. They're not weatherproof at all. I would like to get weatherproof ones, but these are really cheap when I bought them last summer. They're held on with pieces of leather. You can tell that my saddle blanket is held on with pieces of baling twine. In here, I think we just have nothing because there's just the halter and leader rope were in there. On the other side, we have, I believe, essentials. If you're going everywhere, have a pocket edition of The Hobbit with you. That's important. And I think there's bug spray, also important. And, a rain gear. This is just a stasher poncho from EMS, which is just a kind of throw over your body, all-purpose weather gear. It's a step above the, what we consider the, basic plastic poncho. You get 99 cents at Rite Aid. It's like a $20 throw in your stash gear rain protection. If you don't want to get soaking wet caught in a rainstorm, it's happened before. This is called a saddle horn bag, and it's pretty weather beaten, but inside it is just a protein bar, a map of the mountain, just a U.S. topo map of my mountain. And on the other side is my favorite trail riding buddy. Well, my sunglasses are in here, as well as, I don't know if you guys have one of these, but this is maybe $10 to $20. Merlin likes it. This is our NOAA Midland Emergency Alert Radio. And if I am up on the mountain, not only do I get great reception, but this thing is set to alert. I don't know if you can see that on the side. Too far away, too close. It's set to alert up here on the top. And that means that this thing flashes off and gives me the weather forecast if dangerous weather is ahead. And there's a chance of hail and severe thunderstorms, which this thing alerted us. Merlin's used to it, so he didn't freak out. But it let us know that we should probably head home. So that is the gear we carry. Merlin has on a roping saddle I got at a yard sale. He always wears what's called a breast collar or a breast tack, and it's basically a ring that holds 3 pieces of leather to keep this saddle from sliding around. He's a round draft pony, so it just keeps the saddle still. We just use regular old-fashioned western girth, a rope girth. Let's see. Gibson does not care about this. Gibby, you're very good on the trail ride. Yes, you were. Oh, yeah, good boy. I love you too. He has this rope, which is called an over-under rope, and it's got 2 pieces of just leather on the end of it, and it goes up around his saddle horn. And that is, instead of a crop, it's just something to kind of whip him in the butt with if he won't move. And Merlin often won't move. So yeah, sunglasses, energy bars, maps, weather radio, an over-under rope, leather collar for trail riding, help keep the saddle in place, extra halter, and lead rope. The one thing I don't have with me is a water bottle, which I absolutely should have with me, especially if it was hot out. But I just wanted to show you what goes into a trail ride. I'm wearing my famous trail ride tack, which is kilt, cowboy boots, paddock boots, and half chaps. I'm wearing underneath my kilt, which I'm not going to lift this up, a pair of Carrots full seat breeches that I cut off the legs so they're just like basically bloomers for riding horses in kilts. And I just have on like a western shirt, and I can turn this around towards me probably. Hi. Hi. Cowboy hat. And I don't know if you can see it, I have on my firefly necklace. And I had a great time. Thanks to this guy. And this guy. Gibson, back up. It's not many horses that let dogs, you know, herd around them, but these two have a healthy respect for one another. They certainly know where the other person is the whole time. Maybe it's not so much a respect as Merlin telling him who's in charge, but they get along well enough. Gibson, come here. Gibson, come here. Come on, here. Here. Good boy. Stop. Oh, here comes the rain. Bye, guys.